Okay, welcome to lesson 2 of week 2. So this is going to be the first lesson on kumite. Okay, so we're going to do some sparring. Well, kind of sparring. Obviously, it's very difficult to spar online. But look, if you've got somebody in your house who you can do these drills with, then I'll explain what you can do if you have a partner. Okay, so but if you don't have a partner, it's not a problem. You can just do what I'm doing, and that still will be of benefit. Okay, but yeah, if you've got a partner, then I'll explain some options of what you can do with a partner. Okay, so you come straight from video 1, from lesson 1, that's fine, you're already nice and warm. If you're just coming straight in, please do the warm-up video first. Okay, get that warm-up video done. I'll put it in the links up here, so you can click on that, go to warm-ups, do that first, and then come back to do your session. Okay, right, hey, if you want to put mitts on and foot pads, you can do that. Obviously you're not hitting anything, but it just gives you the feeling, right? Or particularly the foot pads, wear the foot pads. So if you do want to do that for those, especially those that compete, then by all means, please do. And if you just feel better with your mitts on and stuff, then you can pause the video and put those on. I'm not going to bother, so you don't need to, it's your choice. Okay, we're just going to go through some basic exercises. We have got some ideas and drills that we are going to use in the Zoom classes. Okay, so we've got some reaction type drills that we can do that is going to involve these exercises, so it'd be really beneficial if you can do these, and then when you come to do the Zoom classes, then you'll know a little bit more about what you're doing. Okay, so let's start first of all with a little bit of just talking a little bit about moving. Okay, so when we're moving, we want to have our left foot forward. Okay, and we want our hands up in a natural kame. It doesn't matter too much exactly where you put your hands, and your hand position will change depending on how close you are to your opponent anyway. Okay, so it's fine that it's not necessarily wrong to have your hands down when you're moving. You could spar with your hands down, providing you are at a safe distance from your opponent. That is a distance that they cannot possibly hit you from. Okay, as you get closer to your opponent, in general, you're going to raise your hands. Raise your hands as you get closer. Okay, so I'm just going to practice doing that. The other thing I want you to think about is your feet. So I think you can just about see my feet there. So you want to be stood sort of sideways on. We don't want to be facing head on like this. We want to be kind of sideways, up on our toes. And when you're moving, then you're keeping very close contact to the ground. Your heels are off the floor as well. That's a really important point. Okay, heels off the floor. Then, as I say, your hands not too important. The one thing you want to make sure you're not doing is moving your hands in any kind of a rhythmic way. So by rhythmic, I would mean something like this, or this, or anything like that is not a good idea. You don't necessarily want to be fighting with your hands still either. In fact, I would advise not to do that, because whether your hands are still or they're moving in a rhythm, it just makes it easier for your opponent to read you, to assess what you're doing, and to anticipate where your hand is going to be next. Okay, and that could be, they could use that to attack to their advantage. Okay, so, and also as well, if you move your hands rhythmically, when you are just assessing your opponent, you're likely to change the movement of your hands before you attack. So if you get into a rhythm and then you think, right, I'm going to attack, now I'm going to attack, then you can see that I sort of told you I was coming. Okay, so as I was doing this, hands are doing this, and then the rhythm changes as I go in. Okay, so the rhythm of the hands just before I attack just changed, and that's going to signal to your opponent if they're watching out for it. Okay, likewise, if your hands are kind of quite still and then just before you attack, then same thing. Okay, so try to move your hands in a non-rhythmic way, random. Okay, a random sort of pattern with your hands. Okay, same thing with your feet, exactly the same with your feet. So we don't want to be in a rhythm. Okay, we want to try we've always been moving in a way that is not in any way got a pattern or rhythm to it, okay? Because it just makes it much harder for your opponent to read, okay? So we're gonna practice doing that now. I'm gonna face the camera. I'm your opponent, okay? You're going to move in the same way that I'm going to move. We're going to try and not make any kind of rhythm with our feet, no rhythm with our hands. As I move closer to you, you're going to raise your hands up. As I move away from you, you're going to have your hands down and a little bit more relaxed, okay? So let's try. Okay, after you go. Okay, and yummy. Hey. Okay, so you get the idea. You see how we're moving, okay? So please bear that in mind in all the drills and exercises we're about to do. Okay, we're going to start with Kazamazuki. Okay, so Kazamazuki is a jab, front hand jab, front hand to the face. Okay, to the face. Your front hand is going to be somewhere pointing roughly towards your opponent anyway. Okay, so you can do Kazamazuki from down here in an attempt to try to sort of catch your opponent out. So it's like a sort of pretend and then coming in, sort of round from the side. So we're sort of playing again and then going in with that hand. But conventionally, we're going to be something like this. Go. Okay. So something like this position here. Okay, and go. Okay, so you can see it's fast. We're jabbing our hand. We'll do it static to start with. So from here, hands like this. Okay, so we're going to open up one. Exactly what you do is hand for kumite, doesn't matter. Okay, so you can just kind of pull that back. In general, in kumite, when we're sparring, we tend to keep our hands close to our head, and also when we instigate action like this, then this hand is often in a position that's going to be defensive for us, okay? Because they could possibly counter-attack with a kick or something as we attack with a punch, okay? So generally you want that hand quite close, okay? So let's just try. 1, and pull back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I was just showing you the position there. I'll pause at the end of the punch just to kind of give you that position there, and then pulling the hand back. Okay? But it's a jab punch, so what we want to do is keep this movement going. Right? So from here this time, instead of going one and then back, okay, we'll try to stay relaxed in our shoulders, and we're just going to snap our hand. So it's relaxed, it's light, and we're just snap. Okay, from here, just snap. From here, pop. Okay, let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. Right, so we're just going to take that a level further now, because we need to close the distance, right? We're not going to be able to reach. So if we throw our technique from here, then we're not going to be able to reach our opponent from this position. So what we have to do is push from our back leg and move our front foot in, okay? So we'll just do the feet first. So we've got our legs nice and bent. We're going to push from the back leg in and in, okay? And it doesn't matter about the back foot sort of sliding in behind you, okay? So you don't necessarily want to be doing that, okay? So we push from this foot in and that foot can come in behind, no problem. Okay, so if I just show you, so 45 degrees from here, so it's going to push, 1, this way, okay, show you from here, so from here, 1, okay. So just give that a go, guys, maybe 10 times yourself, 10 times, okay, off you go. Make as much distance as you can, maybe test yourself by moving further back and see how much distance you can make. Okay, good. Okay, so you've got the idea. So all we're going to do now is we're just going to do that. I think one of the things that perhaps some of you might be just coming up a little bit. So we want to make sure we're doing this that we're not jumping, okay? So it's not a jump, it is a slide. So we're pushing in, but it's a slide with the back foot. So you notice that I don't really come up, okay? So I stay the same height, knees are bent, pushing in, on this way, okay? So we're gonna add the punch in now. So we're gonna do the slide. So pushing from the back leg, and we're gonna do this snapping punch, okay? So slowly from here, pushing from the back leg, in, and jab. That's it. Okay? Hands here. So from here, knees bent, pushing from the back leg, in, and just practicing that feeling there. Okay? So time's ticking, so let's just do 5 of those. Okay? Get the hang of it and go a little bit faster. Okay, just 5 of those. Off you go. Try to relax your shoulders. Make good distance. Okay, good. Right, so this looks good. We like this, but there's a couple of things you have to do. That wouldn't score a point at the moment. And it wouldn't score a point because although we're moving in nicely, we're covering a good amount of distance to our opponent, the referee wouldn't score the point. And that's because of what happens afterwards. Okay, so we do a really nice movement in, and then we just stop. Okay, so that's what's going to cost us the point and prevent us from scoring with this at the moment. Right. So to get the point to score, there's something else we have to do. So after we go in on the punch, on the Kazamazuki, we need to pull this hand back to here. Okay, so we pull this hand back, and you can pull the other hand out. And 2 options with your feet. You can just slide back, push from your front foot, and slide back into this kind of position, this kind of stance, okay? So it's a little bit lower, heels off the floor, that's fine for Kumite. Okay, I enter here. So all the way through, slowly, that would look something like this. So we go in, this feeling, okay? This kind of technique. One other option, which has some advantages, but it's a little bit harder to do, is just to come off at an angle, okay? So we do the same movement in, snapping our hand, but then as this hand's coming back, we're going to move that foot off to the side, this way, okay? So I'll show you one more time. So we're going in from here, 1, as this hand pulls back, we're moving off to the side like this, okay? Right hand up, of course, for guard, okay? So from here, we're going to go in Kazamazuki, and we can go back. So I'll show you that one more time. From here, this way, or this way. Okay. So 2 different options there. I suggest you practice first. So do it one way, then do the other way. Do each one 5 times, please. Each one 5 times. Okay. Off you go. Okay, good. All done? Brilliant. So, one way to practice with a partner is for them to put a target up. If you've got a focus pad, they can do that, put the focus pad up, and then you're going to go in and punch, either this one or this one, okay? So just practice doing those kazamazukis, those two kazamazukis with your opponent, and use it as a reaction drill, okay? As soon as that target's there, going in with the kazami as fast as you can. Try to keep the shoulder relaxed. That's the most important thing, and you want to try to whip the hand, okay? So be careful not to sort of do this as a slow move, like something like this. And you can move quite fast with your body, but the hand moves slow, then it doesn't look right. Doesn't look right if you snap the hand. Move my body the same way, but if I snap my hand, it makes a big difference. So you can see that that's more likely to score, okay, with that snap. So you can try that a few times too. So you have your partner, have a go at doing that as a reaction drill with them. They don't need to know any karate. They just got to put their hand there and let you punch them in the face. Okay, time's ticking for this lesson. So I think we will just add in a Gyakuzuki into this, ready for the Zoom classes when we do use these exercises, okay? So the Gyakuzuki is very simple, really. It's just like normal Gyakuzuki. So if we go again from static and hands up, okay? So we're punching a little bit like the Kazamazuki. We want to make sure we're not going 1 and 2, okay? This kind of 1 and 2 feeling, all right? So we all know how to do punch. So we're just going to go straight into one punch, okay? One count, snapping the punch. It's not quite the same as Gyakuzuki, okay? Kazamazuki. Kazamazuki is a jab, Gyakuzuki is more of a thrust, punch, Kokomi type feeling. But in kumite competitions, it is very important to move the hands as fast as you can, okay? So from here, we want to be using the hip, we want to be snapping, relax the shoulder, in, as fast as you can, okay? Let's just do 5. Okay. 8. You notice the hip goes, that's very important. That doesn't look as good as that, okay? You want the whole hip in. Knee. 3. 4. Go. Okay, nice. So exactly the same with Gyakuzuki as with Kazamazuki. We need to try to make the distance. We're not going to reach from there. So the way we do that with Gyakuzuki, same feeling really. But we do want to, with the Gyakuzuki, we want to extend the stance out a little bit. All right. So when we push from the back foot, we're going to go in this way and punch. So notice a couple of important points here. My back foot doesn't stay there. So if we're using Gyakuzuki as an offensive technique, that means that we're the ones that are attacking. So we're attacking our opponent. Then we need to make the distance. It might be we use this technique when somebody comes in to attack us. So they may come in with Kazamazuki that we've just been doing. So when they attack the Kazamazuki, we're kind of covering that off, and then we're punching. Okay, and obviously that's going to be closer range. They're coming towards us. They're closing the distance, and we're meeting them with a Gyakuzuki, okay? But if we're using this to attack with, then we're the ones that have to close the distance down, okay? But we don't want to do that by leaving our back foot here, because we're extending our stance too long, makes us vulnerable, balance not so good, and it's very hard to move quickly off that, okay? So it's similar to the Kazamazuki. We want to be driving in with the back leg, pushing in, and drive, back foot moves, but notice that you can see, notice that my stance is longer. Kazamazuki will kind of appear Jodan, okay? But Gyakuzuki, lower and driving with the back leg. The Gyakuzuki has to look stronger and more powerful than the Kazamazuki. Okay, so let's give this a go. Let's just do 5. So pushing from the back leg, here we go, ready? So a little bit of moving, remember? Okay, 5 times yourself, off you go. Remember to snap the hand. Okay, nice work. Good. Okay, everyone done? Excellent. Alright, feet together. Just before we finish, the Gaksugi, same drill. So your opponent, if you've got a focus pad, they can just put the focus pad here. As soon as you see the focus pad, then you can hit with a Gaksugi. Make it nice and strong. Good connection to the body. Obviously to the face with the Kazamizuki, you have to be more careful. Okay, even 18 plus is light contact. Under 18s, for competitions, is no contact. The reality on that is ages sort of 14 plus will score with light contact. Okay, referees, the majority of referees will score light contact to the face ages 14 plus. Okay, so just be aware of that, and they're less likely to score no contact. So 14 plus, aim for light contact. Okay, because that's what will score in a competition. No contact will not score. Under 14s though, they tend to be a lot more strict. So under 14s, no contact to the face at all, and if there is contact, it is very often penalised. Okay, so get used to that, whether you should be making contact or light contact, based on what happens in a competition. Okay, based on what happens in a competition. So under 14s, no contact to the face. 14 plus, light contact, even though the rules are no contact, 18 and under. And for the Gaksugi to the body, contact, not light contact, contact. It just won't score any other way. Okay. We're not talking heavy contact. We're not talking contact that will hurt or injure your opponent, but it must be the kind of contact that they can sort of feel. Okay. So light contact, very light contact, and then heavy contact is penalised. Okay, so you could mix the two up as well. So you can have them with two focus pads, and you don't know which one they're going to do. So target here, Kazami. Target here, Gaku. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, so that's a good little drill if you've got a opponent to do it with. Okay, feet together. Right. Os. Well done, good work. If you're done for today, then well done. Please do the cool down video, very important. Take time to do that. The link for that is here for you to do that. Just click the bar at the top. Or you can go on to lesson 3, which is going to be kata. Okay, so if you fancy doing some kata, please join me for lesson 3. Okay, thank you.